How we doing? How are we doing, guys? Hope you're all super well. Guys, what's going on, mate? What is going on? Audio sounding okay for you, mate? Give me a thumbs up if it is. Be great news if we have the all clear on that. Yeah, I just had to call a bit of an emergency game week 234 lineup builder. Yeah, super busy tomorrow and Friday. Flying back to the US, so I'm gonna have to get it in now basically. If I want your guys' help. Thank you for letting me know the audio is good, mate. I do appreciate it. It won't be too much of a long one today, maybe just under an hour. But yeah, I'm gonna probably be able to run 2 teams this week. Last day off work before back to work tomorrow. I'm back on Monday, to be fair, which I'm pretty lucky about. But yeah, not looking forward to it. But it's okay. Pays the bills, doesn't it? Pays the bills. But yeah, a couple of teams going out this week. I need to choose between. Well, I've only got one playing goalkeeper. Basically, is the issue right now. Let me show you my live scene, so now you can see what's going on my screen. Yeah, so basically, I sold my Alban Lafont. When did I sell him? I sold him yesterday to a Bulbor. Is it the new Sorare Bills. The new whale in town, shall we say? He bought my Lafont off me, which was nice. I didn't really want to sell him, but I was kind of not forced to. But I just didn't think it was right having like the amount of goalkeepers I have, and I don't really have the outfield players to accommodate them really. So yeah, what I did was I basically bought Diogo Costa, sold my Lafont. So I basically paid 0.9 ETH for a Costa. Is how I'm seeing it in my eyes. And then yeah, I've got my 2 Japanese boys for when their seasons start. I've got my Van der Voort, who obviously has got games until April, and then a few second string keepers here, hoping Maximienko gets his place back. But yeah, I'm basically running Diogo Costa and Martin van der Voort as my 2 European goalies. Like I said, Lafont would have been nice to keep, maybe, but I don't know. I really rate him. But the reason why I bought Costa is, well, there's many reasons basically, but one of them is he's under 23 eligible for an extra year compared to Lafont. So yeah, that was that. And then Josh has noticed the Gravenberch nice and early in the stream. Let's go back. Yeah, so basically this morning, early hours, I got on and bought a Jordan Bayer. I've liked him since Football Index days, like 2-3 years ago now. So yeah, he's one of my mates' scouting prodigies, should we say. So he sort of developed, found him basically a couple of years ago. So he just signed I think he signed another 4-year deal with Gladbach. So yeah, I thought I'd get him as a super rare. Obviously, he's not playing at all right now. I think he's been injured. But yeah, I wanted to get him in the gallery just so I've got a lot more cover in terms of super rare defenders. Obviously, bought Eric Garcia. But yeah, Gravenberch, basically with the Lafont money, went straight into Gravenberch. 0.88, I bought him from the market. No one would really accept much less than that, to be honest. So I, went for it. Yeah, I needed a stellar midfield option. I sold a couple midfielders last night. So I sold Gus Till, sold Yeremi Pino. What else did I do? I sold Joseph Paintsill. I'm not going to really get any use out of him, to be honest. So yeah, I sold a few options, obviously, and Lafont. And then I just recycled that into Bayer and Gravenberch, basically. So yeah, I'm super excited to get Gravenberch in the gallery. I have a Wrench who I'm hoping they can stay together next year for Ajax, be a cheeky little Ajax stack there, emulate maybe what Timber did this year or Lisandro Martinez did, but I know Wrench plays a different position, I guess, but nonetheless, so I'm super excited about that. And then I did bring in this Japanese midfielder, Suzuki. Found out this morning that just got into the Japanese squad basically. So he's 20 years old now. His scores aren't amazing. He plays for a very average team, so I'm not expecting the world. But I was low on super rare midfielders. Well, I didn't have any from Asia basically. So, excuse me. Now I have a forward midfielder and a defender. W Football Tips bought Tilt today. Any reason you sold other than upgrade? The only reason I sold, mate, was because he's 24. And I wanted some players who have, multiple under 23 eligibility, basically. That's literally a Tilt's quality player. Got nothing wrong with him at all. But, he just doesn't fit my strategy now going forward, where I want to, have under 23 players who are established, but also have a couple years left of eligibility, basically. So that's literally it. But yeah, I need some help, boys. I know Josh is watching. Josh is going to give me some help because he always helps me with my lineups, even off stream. But I know the rest of you will as well. But yeah, I need some help. I know it's early on in the week, so things can change, of course. But yeah, I definitely need some guidance. So first of all, it's basically picking: do I want to play under 23 rare or under 23 rare pro? Let me get rid of this squad. This was just something I was messing around with yesterday, but it's definitely not set in stone. And I'm really liking this. I don't know if you can see it on your screen that well. Well, you might be able to now. It shows you the exact numbers. The exact numbers basically, or the average numbers that you need to sort of, to get a star rare tier 1, tier 2 in every sort of region and division, which is amazing. It used to say it does say so here, average points needed for a reward. But now it sort of breaks down what you kind of need for each tier, which is unbelievable. And it tells you how many entrants there are. Obviously, it does tell you on Sorare as well if you go to prize pool. So yeah, matches up 142 for Rare Pro. So yeah, let me save this. So I don't have So yeah, first of all, guys, what am I doing? I've got one playing goalkeeper basically. It's Diogo Costa. Playing 5th in the league. The game looks like it might get postponed, I'm hearing, which is, not good for me at all. But I've just got to roll with the punches, haven't I? Like Josh says, the lineup builder is getting next level, to be fair. It's ridiculous. So yeah, do I want to go into Rare Pro and sort of bank on a tier 2 if I'm hitting, 360s, or go into under 23 Rare? And, for a prize, I probably need just under 300. For a tier 3, of course, but nonetheless, a tier 3 is a tier 3, especially at under 21s. I agree, Josh. The Unibet thing's sick as well. For anyone who doesn't know, basically it shows you the odds basically on what team or what the bookies think each team's going to do in that game effectively, or who's going to win. So basically Porto are very much favourites in this game, even though they're playing 5th position. So yeah, that's a good thing for me. Josh, if you can clear this up for me. Am I right in saying this is the average score of a goalkeeper that plays against this team, if that makes sense? Am I understanding this 47 correctly? If not, please let me know in the comments, because that's the way I've been looking at it, is what's the average point a goalkeeper gets against this team is what I'm sort of thinking. Let me know if that's correct. I really don't know if it is. But yeah, it's basically a toss-up now between under 23 Rare or under 23 Rare Pro. 142 lineups in Rare Pro so far. Nearly 500 in Rare. 100 prizes in Rare. Only 25 in Rare Pro. Yeah, it's gonna be a sort of a minefield in that sense. There's gonna be COVID cases. There's gonna be cancelled games. So nothing's set in stone. Nobody's safe. Basically, is what I'm getting at. So I'm not putting too much pressure on myself to get this team completely right. But it would be nice to sort of get 5 starters out, of course. So the obvious one to start off with would be. So, yeah, I'm just reading what Josh said. The Porto rejected the request for it to be postponed. Estroil need 13 players to make the game legit. They only have 13 players. Oh, that's dicey. I mean, so what does that mean? If one more player sort of goes down with COVID, then they have 12, then obviously I guess the game gets cancelled. Yes, you are correct. Opposition is average score that opposition versus that opposition for that position. Right, okay, so the average score for a goalkeeper against this team is 47, basically, which I'm okay with. I mean, he's my only option, so I don't really have much choice. So Costa's going in there. We're gonna build out our rare pro team first, and then we're gonna see, what we think of it. If our rare under 23 rare team can get a bit better, if that makes sense. Excuse me. Aaron, what's going on, mate? I hope you're well. I'm doing well. Flying back out to the States. Well, not tomorrow, but I'm traveling to London tomorrow to the airport and stuff. So, yeah, busy few days. G10, is there any way you can enter with 2 under 23 teams, maybe one with a common goalkeeper? I technically could, mate. It's not something I really do because I'd rather play those players in All-Star Rare and pick up the Ethereum threshold. Obviously, there's no Ethereum threshold in under 23 Rare, so I'd be banking on winning a tier 3 basically. So I'd prefer to just go into All-Star, Global All-Star and pick up some Ethereum is my thinking with that. My spare under 23 players that I don't have a goalkeeper to use with, throw them into All-Star, try and win some Ethereum, and then if I do, amazing. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. At least I got some utility out of those players. Okay, so defenders, right? Obviously, Bayer is apparently playing against Bayern tomorrow, Friday, I think it is. Well, I say he's playing. I know it says that he's expected to return early Jan. I know he's training now, but I'm not going to risk him, especially against Bayern, even though there's COVID cases everywhere. So the obvious pick for me, we've got Odilion is away playing AFCON, so I'm not really too fussed in risking him. The choices are basically Diogo Leite, who's playing like 17th in the league, which I do like at home, 45 score average, or we use our super rare Eric Garcia, or even our rare Garcia, or Oscar Mingueza, who I'm not confident starts maybe because he did play well last game actually, but he did come off injured, so I don't really want to risk that. So it's basically out of Leite and Eric Garcia. I think the obvious play would be to play Garcia. They got a clean sheet last game. I know they're playing away. Odds are in Barca's favour, just about really. So yeah, I think that is the easiest play of our lineup builder. Let me know if anyone sort of disagrees. And yeah, now we'll go into the midfield options, right? So we've basically got 4 options. Jack de Vries isn't an option, even though I have 4 of him. We've got 4 options. It's Sofiane Diop away to Nantes, is going to be a tough game. The opposition score's nice though, very, very high, 57, which I like. Obviously, he's a rare. Then we've got Alexis Salamikers, who is a super rare. You can see the little blue here. Again, pretty high average opposition score of 55, which I do like. They're playing Venezia away, Milan at second. Heavy favourites, more favourites than Monaco are away to Nantes, which I do like. I don't think he's got COVID. If anyone can sort of, check that for me or help me in sort of finding that out, then that'd be great. I don't think he does. I've not heard anything. But Josh says, yeah, if they have one more COVID, it's definitely off. Okay, so yeah, so this Porto, if the Porto game doesn't even go ahead, then things get dicey for us, doesn't it? With 4 outfield players, but what can you do? This is the landscape, and this is the sort of times we're living in. I can't control any of these things really. So yeah, it's based for me. And then obviously we can look down at Ezequiel Palacios, who I don't think offers as much as Saelemaekers and Diop in terms of decisive capabilities. Although he is capable, but I just don't see it really. If these 2 were injured, then I would be happy enough popping in a Palacios at home to Union Berlin. But the average score isn't great for a midfielder. They are favourites, Bayern, but I don't think that would be really down to him, and is more down to Schick, Diaby and Wirtz really. But Mason says Porto game going ahead. Okay, well that's great news. I appreciate that. And then last option is Florentino Luis, excuse me, bookies do not think Getafe have a chance, basically. He is a super rare, which would, be nice to use. But I just don't think he's going to start, to be honest. He's been coming off the bench, but he's just not going to give me enough points to really compete. So we're back up to the top now, aren't we? Sofiane Diop or Alexis Saelemaekers. I mean, I'll show you my forward options in terms of like super rares, because I don't have many. I have one, and his name's Isak Lahaji. Not really playing too much for Lille. Comes off the bench now and again. He won a penalty and got an assist in like a game ago, basically. So that's why his L5 so high. He's only played one game, and they're playing a pretty poor team in Lorient. So it's a nice option, but I think my rare forwards here are just too much of a guarantee compared to Isaac. So ultimately, I'm left with a decision to make. Where do I want to? It comes down to the whole Andrew Laird thing, doesn't it? When he spoke about needing or not needing 2 super rares in Rare Pro. Obviously, we have the choice here to use 2 super rares in Garcia and Saelemaekers, who I think both will play. But, is Sofiane Diaby going to get more points as a rare than Alexis Saelemaekers as a super rare? It's a very good question. His L15 is a lot better. His L5 is a lot better as well. Not by too much, but it is better. But I do like Saelemaekers' fixture a lot more than I do Nantes, who I think could be a tough game for Monaco. Also, Diop is... sorry, not Diop, but Monaco have just sacked their manager, Niko Kovac, so they got a new manager in and out, I think. Spoke to Genesis about it. He's not too confident, or he doesn't, he can't really guarantee me that, Diop is going to be doing the same things as he has been over the last few games, which is fair enough. I took the risk and still bought him, but I just think Saelemaekers is the much safer option as a super rare. If anyone agrees, let me know. That would be nice to have reassurance. But yeah, so far I'm loving our fixtures that we have on paper. Milan being second in the league, playing 16th. Barca being 5th, playing 13th, which isn't much of a difference really, but there's still a bit to look into there. And then obviously Porto being first. I don't think they've lost a game in however long at home, even though they're playing away. But yeah, heavy favourites so far. 2 super rares on the board. Jetton's only problem with Alexis is he might not get the full 90 minutes. I think a lot of Milan players are recovering from injuries. Okay, interesting. Is he one of them? Would be my next question. If he's not, then I'm confident that, maybe he doesn't play 90 minutes. I'm just looking on my phone now on SofaScore to see the Milan situation. So last game they beat Empoli. Yeah, I don't know. He played really well last game, Saelemaekers, so got an assist. So I don't really see them dropping him. Like you said, I know that's not what you're saying. Mason says, considering the matchup is a good opportunity for him. Venezia kicked to so fair chance could play 10 gens. Don't really know what that means. Maybe you mean 10 men. I don't really know. But yeah, we're going to go... Well, for now, I think we're going to go with Alexis Saelemaekers. Right, this is where I need big help, right? I need huge help off you guys, right? So, who is taking the forward position? Let's be honest now, guys. Like, I need to know. Doku's back fit, scored in the cup last game. Playing away to Lens, who isn't an easy game at all. But they do have quite a high forward opposition score, so they clearly leak goals. The bookies do favourite Rennes a little bit. Then we've got Ansu Fati. I think he's a world beater personally, but does he play against Granada? I've heard things on Twitter that him and Depay, I think it was Depay, are going to be fit, ready for the game, but I just don't know. Do I want to risk him? Do I need to risk him when I have Diaby? Mason says, basically could get someone sent off. Right, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense now. I thought that was what you were trying to say. But yeah, back to the dilemma. Fati, Diaby, Doku. Who are we going for? Guys, please let me know in the comments. Give your reasoning why you think I should go for Diaby, or if it's Fati, or if it's Doku. Or do I play both? It is a possibility. Excuse me. So, yeah, I don't know. Should I play 2 forwards? If Fati plays, then I would go with him. Yeah, G-Turn, I completely agree with you. That's my gut feeling saying that as well. I do like Diaby though. D193. How's it going, Harry? Started off the year right with a first in Champ Europe Limited and won myself a Haaland. Keep up the great content. Wow, that is amazing. You won a Haaland. I'm super jealous. But congratulations, mate. That's unreal. DX, hi, bro. What's going on, mate? Thank you for joining the stream. It does mean a lot to me. Josh has said Diaby, safest option. Okay, there's loads of Diabys. Right. 3 bad games in a row for Bayern. Must-win game. Gotta be Musa Mason. Looking for food, says Diaby. Diaby getting 50 doesn't kill the lineup, Josh says. Everyone's saying Diaby, aren't they? Jesus. Josh, Doku or Fati DMP or on the bench kills your team. Okay, you've convinced me. Musa's going in. Musa is firmly in the team. I agree with you. Like, I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? Like I said, if Fati plays, but you just don't know if he's going to play is the massive issue. But yeah, Josh is just congratulating D193. Yeah, mate, that's a wicked win to get that Haaland. Gaza says, Diaby, as think Fati and Doku could DMP or be subs. Kind of agree with you guys. Like, yeah, Diaby is safe as houses. I think Doku definitely plays just because he's back in the team. He scored in the cup. I'd be so shocked if Doku DMPs. I wouldn't be surprised if Fati DMP. So yeah, I completely agree with you on that side of things. And then it comes down to the extra player, right? So for me, on the surface of it, just looking at it right now, it's out of Sofiane Diop or Diogo Leite. If anyone thinks any different, let me know in the comments. But those two are the only two really that stand out for me. Obviously, I need a rare. Right, Costa kills the team right now if Porto game is off. Forwards won't matter. What's your strongest lineup with a definite starter keeper? Josh says, no way I would go. No way would I go Fati. Josh, you saying like you wouldn't go Fati? I'm pretty sure you are saying that, but I'm a little confused. Yeah, Josh, Mark, I don't have another goalkeeper for this game week, basically. So I did have Lafont until the bottle boss bought him off me yesterday. Van der Vaart obviously isn't playing, so that's why I'm only running one team with a playing goalkeeper this week. So Costa's my only option, basically. The dude, hi, what's going on, mate? Appreciate you joining the live. Yeah, Mark, that's my dilemma, really. Palacios Diaby combo if you use Costa. I don't know. I don't know. For me, Palacios doesn't even come into the thinking, really. If that Palacios was a Wirtz, then yeah, he comes into it. Mark thinks I should go for a combo. Oh, I don't know. Let me know what the rest of you think. I don't know. For me, the safest option, in a weird way, is Sofiane Diop. For me, I think he's decisive, capable. I know I said that new manager, he might not even start him. It's tough. Mark's loving the Palacios Diaby. Porto game might be cancelled due to COVID outbreak on their opponent. Josh would play Palacios as well. Interesting. With the chance of Costa killing the team, it is not worth risking taking a risk with the extra slot. Gaza says Diop. Yeah, okay, so, right, maybe we've nailed it down. It's basically Diop or Palacios. Josh and Mark have convinced me. I don't know. Yeah, okay, if I think about it, a Bayer Leverkusen going to probably score more goals than Monaco do against Nantes. Yeah, that would be my sort of prediction for that. Is Palacios going to be involved in those goals? I don't know. Is Diaby? Probably. Diop safest, although he plays a tough team. Yeah, Nantes have been really good recently, to be fair. Jayton Leite is the safest since he's at home playing against a team 16th in the league. I would personally play Palacios. Toss a coin. I don't don't have coins, which is an issue. Yeah, that is a bit of an issue. I'm looking for a coin basically, but I don't have any. I was going to say, no, I don't. I don't actually have a coin. Absolutely cashless, mate. Yeah, you guys are really, really making me push. Making me push towards Palacios, but Mark's just mentioned Diop is a good call, as if he comes good, he hurts Lafont owners at the same time. See, this is an angle that me as a noob doesn't even think of. Mark's obviously very, very experienced. For those of you who don't know, in the comments, been around, absolute OG in the space. So I do like that angle that Mark's just brought up. I really do like that angle of, if Diop does get a decisive, that obviously means the Lafont owners who I'm playing against, are not going to get a clean sheet from Lafont. Josh is saying Palacios should start, right? I mean, let me check Sofa score. Let me check Sofa score. So last game they lost against Freiburg. He didn't play, to be fair. Obviously, I know that game was a little while ago now, but yeah, the three in midfield were Demirbay, Charles Aranguiz and Robert Anderich. But they played a bit of a weird formation there, so I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think Palacios is a given. I really don't. Oh, see, you really, really, really make me feel so indecisive here. Now people are back on the Palacios train. Now there's Leite Stan members. Rodrigo thinks Leite. Has to be Diop if you think he starts based on the Lafont angle for me. Yeah, you know what? I'm going with Diop. He's my latest sign-in. It just feels wrong not playing him. With the Mark angle, like Mark said, if he does do well and hurts, and then it hurts Lafont owners, then I guess that's enough for me to sort of want to play him. And plus, I think his position in his team, if he does play, he's more decisive capable than Palacios. Let's be completely honest. He's playing a bit further up the field. Probabilities are that I'd like to think that he would be in and around the goals and assists more than Palacios will. But who knows? Football is a weird game at times. Gaza says the Diop bonus is bigger as well. Yeah, that does come into it a little bit. They do. Can you tell me an alternative for Didilion, please? I am really fresh by Sorare and trying to put a rare team together and need a keeper. Challenger Europe. Jeton says there's a 40% chance the Braga keep a clean sheet. So yeah, I don't really fancy my chances with that, really, to be honest. 40% is pretty high, I guess, but yeah, I want to just go with Diop. He's my latest sign in. It feels wrong not playing him that, when I have a chance to this game week, being only, having only one sort of lineup. Mark says 100 for Palacios coming. Oh, Mark, don't go putting these thoughts into my head. The next question, guys, is captain. I know I've obviously took a long time to put Diop into the side, but now it's, do I captain Diop or Diaby? I think a lot of you are going to say Diaby. I'm personally thinking Diaby. Let me know what you think in the comments. Diaby's the most decisive, capable for me out of the two. Braga have kept 5 clean sheets in 11 games. That's pretty good, to be fair. When Leite started, I do rate Leite a lot. If I didn't have Diop as an option and it was between Palacios and Leite, I probably would go Leite. But I'm gonna have to go with Diop. He's gonna have to play for me. Do we agree with the Diaby captain situation? I think it's a no-brainer, to be honest. And then we will build. So that's this team. Let me show you what I can build for rare. Or under 23 rare, obviously, has to be Diego Costa in goals. Excuse me. It's obviously going to be a rare Eric Garcia. Let's say we play Diop. Let's say we play Diaby. So basically the same team, but just using a rare Garcia. And then for our extra, let's say we do throw in Ezequiel Palacios. Is that team better? I know that's very subjective. Is that team better, i.e. is it going to score higher, in your opinion, than the under 23 Rare Pro team? Yeah. I mean, I know it's not going to, but obviously having 2 super rares, I'd like to think they're going to score higher. Obviously, Garcia's super rare is going to score more than his rare. That's an obvious conundrum. But yeah, you know, does this rare team in under 23 rare do better than that under 23 Rare Pro team in Rare Pro is what I'm trying to get at, if that makes sense. No, okay. No, I don't think so. No, play the Rare Pro. Okay, so we're going to go with a Rare Pro. I'm more than happy to do that. So let me just lock this in so we can then just build our threshold team, and then yeah, we're going to basically be done. We'll have a look at the prize pool, reward pool, whatever you want to call it, just to see what's on offer after we do this. So we'll save, and then we're going to go all-star rare, right? So who's going to grind this Ethereum for us? I do have a common playing goalkeeper. I think I've got Mike Maignan and Chesney, so ignore Remy de Camps for now. Obviously, you can't put the commons in here for the lineup builder. But yeah, okay. Let's just go with a ETH grinding team, right? So Eric Garcia, Diego Leite. What are we saying? I guess the obvious one would be Eric Garcia, seeing as though I've obviously played his super rare as well. I might be able to play both of them, to be fair. So we'll go Eric Garcia for now. Midfield, do we play Rambo? I'm joking. Rambo isn't playing. I saw today he's 99%. It was 99% done that he's leaving Juventus. So yeah, excited to see where he ends up. Hope it's in the Prem, just before us qualifying for the World Cup, us Welsh. But you know, probably won't happen. But we do need Ramsey fit for that. So obvious one here has to be Ezequiel Palacios. And then it's a toss-up between Fati and Doku. I think you guys are going to say Doku because he's probably more likely to play than Fati is, even though Fati's a better player for me. I think Doku would be the obvious one here, wouldn't it, for an ETH grinding team to, you know, ensure that I just get points on the board in the sense that he starts, etc. For me, Diego Leite is the obvious one. I know 2 defenders. I don't mind playing 2 defenders at all, especially in a team where I'm not looking to win prizes. I'm looking for just 50s, high 50s, but you know, from every player. And then captain. I mean, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter too much, but I'm not going to captain Doku. I think he's too much of a risk in the sense of I'm just not banking on a decisive from him. I think Leite might be our captain. I think he has the best chance of a clean sheet for me out of him and Garcia. Palacios could be a decent choice, but I'm not 100% sure he starts. Diego Leite is starting for me. If you want to settle for 250 points, then Doku, otherwise Fati if you want to risk it. Yeah, it's a fair way to look at it, G-Ton. I don't want to risk it in this sense, so I'm probably going to go Leite like this. And yeah, sort of just rock this team. Just having a look at how many points it takes for tier 3. So it's looking at 333 points for a tier 3. It's high. Diego said captain Eric or Leite. Yeah, I'm going to go with Leite. Nearly 6,000 entrants. I suspect it will be over 6,000 by the end of Thursday. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm quite excited, guys, to be honest, with my Rare Pro team. Obviously, if I can win some Ethereum, that's going to be great. But yeah, let's just have a look at what we're looking at here. So 25 prizes, 17 to 25th is getting a tier 2. who are in the tier 2 prizes. So, excuse me, we've got a Yeboah, who I like. Zagadou was linked with United today, surprisingly. Bodu, who's out of favour, but I hope he can turn it around. Quinton Timber, Jurian's brother. Not sure if it's his twin, but I know it's his brother. Been doing well recently. Tonali, Vitesse, there he is, the boy. Nicholas Dorsch is a very nice tier 2 to get. Moise Keane, Suslov, Thuram, Matthias Cunha, Kengis Under. Some nice players in here. Some really, really nice players in here. Rabi Matondo, Boubacar Kamara, Umar Soleil. Yeah, some really nice players in there, to be honest. And then we'll look at tier 1. CDK, J. David, Cone, Lokomotive's young goalkeeper, is it Daniel? I'm not going to even try and pronounce his second name. Slotterbeck, Aurelio, I'd like to get one of him. Saliba, lovely. Delit, all the usual suspects. Guardiol, I like it. João Felix, Ochoa, Etienne Green, Okoye. Big Vinicius Souza's in there. Only 3 left of him. Darwin, Dante Vazania. Vitor Ferreira, that is one boy I want right now. He needs to be in my gallery at some point. Benjamin Sesko, yeah, some really nice players here. And then obviously star rare. Big Haaland, big Mbappe, 7 and 5 left. Donnarumma, 3 left. Big Jude, Vinicius, Wirtz, Jurian, Deot, Militao, Cody Gakpo, Lisandro Martinez, Diogo Costa, Ademi, Gavi, Bilo and Cuckoo, Anthony, Noah Lang, all the usual suspects that we would love to win again, or one of them again, which would be amazing. Last time out, obviously, we got the Gakpo. But yeah, so 5-star rares, 10, am I right in saying? Yeah, 10. Is that 10? Or is that like 11? Or am I being stupid? 10 or 11 tier 1s, and then 8 or 9 tier 2s. Yeah, I fancy my chances. Felix has to leave Atletico, is what Jutin's saying. I completely agree with you, mate. He does need to go somewhere where they're going to cater to his abilities. I don't think Atletico is that place for him. I'm not saying he's too good for them, but he's just not suited to them at all. But I love Felix. I think he's an absolute magician of a footballer. So yeah, let's just pop our teams in then, guys. We might as well go ahead and do it. So it's locked in. So we're going to go Eric Garcia, Saelemaekers, Moussa Diaby, and Sofiane Diop. And we're captaining Moussa Diaby. And then Rare Pro. We choose between Neuer, Maignan, or Szczesny. For me, it's an obvious one. We'll go Eric Garcia, Ezequiel Palacios, Jeremy Doku, and Diogo Leite. And we're going to save that. I will do my subs, not my subs, my training lineups. Well, I'm not going to do them now because it's just boring. I do need to do my Sorare Mega. So, game week 2, 3, 4. I've got one playing goalkeeper. Can we field a Mega 11? Let's have a look. It's going to depend on the formation, but I just want to see if we can. I don't think we can, really. Leite, Eric Garcia, Mingueza. So I can probably play 3 at the back. How many midfielders do we have? 1, 2, 3. 3 midfielders. How many strikers? Well, we have that's the thing. We have a few... I have a few super rares like Thiam and Giovanni Simeone, who obviously aren't under 23, so can't really play for me right now. Who I'm looking to kind of get rid of, really. So yeah, I've got a few strikers to play, haven't I? Can I play a 3-3-4? Is that possible? It is possible. Right, so we're gonna go for it, guys. We're just gonna play all 3 of the defenders that I think are gonna play. We're gonna go all 3 of the midfielders who I think are gonna play. And then we're going to go with 4 up front. We're just going to go for it. Why not? We're going to go Moussa Diaby, Mama Thiam. We're going big. Jeremy Doku. And then it's either Fati or Simeone. I think I'm going to have to go Simeone, to be honest. Home, he needs a goal. Mason asks, you doing an African Cup of Nations? So I did have a Kofi. I had him as a tier 1 reward not too long ago. I sold him a couple of days ago in anticipation, for people wanting him because of AFCON. Obviously, he's a great keeper anyway in the Belgium league. But yeah, if I would have kept him, then I probably would have played the African Cup of Nations special weekly. But I don't really have the players to do it. I don't know if Adilion's actually gone or not, but it's still showing that he's got a game for Bayern, so I'm not too sure about that. I sold who did I sell? Obviously, we've got Mammoth. That's wrong. I think, is that wrong? Because I know Mammoth Thiam's been called up to the Senegal team, but I don't know when they're playing, so that could be why he's playing for his club in Turkey. I don't really know, to be honest. That's the brutal, there's a brutal, honest answer. But I'm not gonna get involved in the AFCON, to be honest. I do like how limiteds are allowed. I think it's a good thing. Obviously, more managers can get involved, but you do need 4 of them, which is quite a lot. I think 4 is a lot. I think it should have been 3 personally. But yeah, that's basically all I've got, guys. In about an hour and a half, I'm featuring on John's podcast, so I'm going to get ready for that now in the next sort of half an hour or so. But I do appreciate you guys watching the stream. You've helped me a lot, big time. I do massively appreciate you just calling out things that I might have done wrong when I'm picking my lineups and stuff. I do learn a lot from you, so I appreciate Josh, Mark, all of you guys in here, Gita and Gaza, all of you that have helped me out. I did say I would give a little shout out, so I bought this super rare earlier, Yuito Suzuki off Sorare Stack. I don't know too much about, I don't know if it's a service they offer, but I know he has a website, he or she, I'm not sure of their name, and there's just loads of strategy stuff on there for beginners, so head over to Sorare Stack. I'm not being paid to say this, he just asked me to shout him out after I bought his card off him, and I said I would. So yeah, Sorare Stack, I think he has his Twitter account as well, or sorarestack.com. There's loads of beginner stuff on there if you are in need of that. I think he has like an email chain thing that you can subscribe to. So yeah, I said I'd mention that on stream for him. So there you go, mate. And I do appreciate you guys watching. Leave a like if you haven't already. Tom, cheers to you. You don't need to thank me. But yeah, I'll catch you guys. I might do a weekend stream, seeing how my players get on, or mid getting on. Maybe Sunday. But I'll let you know about that. I've got a busy few days. Like I said, I'm flying back. So Chase says, I think Thiam is out there. The fixture is in error. Yeah, I thought something was wrong with that, to be fair. Thank you for clearing that up, Chase. But yeah, have a wicked night, lads. And yeah, listen out for the John Ellis podcast. I'm going to be recording it shortly in the next hour. So yeah, I'm buzzing for that. Make sure you, like I said, listen to it when it comes out. I'm not sure when it comes out, to be